It's not just the Falcons. We've seen many of our local teams involved in the movement.
That's right. We're talking about Atlanta United. They're out there as well. The Five Stripes return to play next month when they play a tournament at Disney. But in the meantime, the players are staying in shape and getting involved.
Had tons of conversations with friends and family, reaching out to fellow members of the Black community and just trying to keep up with everybody and have these conversations that may be tough. But as I was talking to my friend, he said, when you have these conversations, people need to listen to understand rather than listen to fight with a comeback. So I think that's really important for everybody to know.